Hey guys, I want to show you a few really good glitches on the new Darkest Shore for World War II zombies. Now these were found by J-Stone, Fearless 14K, Silent 9, Blunt 93, and Z-Line. Big shout out to those guys. I'll have all of their links down in the description. This first one is really good and really useful, but you'll have to have the power on for this because you need to access an area that's going to allow you to get out of the map. You want to head towards the Pack-a-Punch, the MP40, and then finally this flat gun spot. Now there is going to be a stick sticking out of the ground. You want to go prone underneath it and then down yourself or get a zombie to down you. Make sure you have quick revive, a self revive available, or a friend to revive you. That's pretty easy, but once they do, you're going to pop out of the map and land on this platform right here. From here you can get into the sub pin area, and to do that I just walk directly forward. You can see these two like rebar things sticking up. Walk towards the one on the left really slowly, and eventually it will drop you down and you're going to be on top of this pipe right here. You have to be very careful because you can fall through and be in a location where you can't get out. There's going to be a bunch of debris in front of you, and if you're looking at it, that means you want to jump to the right and over that pipe and then get into this area right here and fall down. This player right here missed that pipe and ended up down inside of the sub pin area and is now stuck and will have to down themselves to get out. Now this spot here is great for high rounds because you can just have one focused spawn where all the zombies spawn out of one spot really rapidly, and you can get into some really high rounds very, very quickly. You're invincible from all of the zombies, and the assassin cannot get you if you're out there, but if you're standing up against that yellow railing, he can hit you and will insta down you. I'm going to show you guys the scenarios for playing solo versus co-op. Now it's important that players are standing in a certain spot when you're out of the map right here because it makes the spawns a lot better and a lot faster. If you're playing with other people, you can have one person in this corner right here. This is the only corner towards the inside of the map that will create a decent spawn, and it will keep those zombies from being stuck on top of that submarine. The only way you can take hits here is if you jump up on top of that railing, you can take hits, or if you move to the right and up against that railing, you'll start to take hits. So it's best just to stay in this corner, and that way you won't take hits, but you will again take hits from the assassin, so you'll have to like move away from it. There is a really easy way to get back into the map from this area, and I'll show you guys that in just a moment, but I want to show you guys the second spot if you have multiple people in the game with you. In this game we had Dr. Straub hanging out with us, and he stayed there the whole time. It was kind of creepy, but it was cool to see him up close. So if you have another person in the game with you, you want them to stand at this pillar right here. There's a spawn right there, and then you want the other player to be up front in that corner, and that way it will keep the spawns like normal and they won't get stuck again on top of that submarine. If you're solo, you want to stand just at that pillar where I just shot and I just ran away from. That is where there will be just one spawn and all the zombies will spawn right there on top of you, and it's incredibly fast. If you do have multiple people in the game and you still want to have that focused spawn in that one area, you can have players move all the way back here up against this wall. If you guys want to get back into the map, all you got to do is come all the way back to this wall, and then if you're looking towards the map, you want to jump to the right. If you jump to the left, you're going to be stuck. There's no way out. So jump to the right, and then you can run all the way down to the front of this wall. Once you run all the way to the other end, you just want to run straight through that wall. It's going to drop you right back at spawn, and you'll be, back in the map. You will not have lost anything at all, and you can just keep repeating it and get back out of the map and then jump back in if you want. This next one is really cool. It's functional, and you can get back in the map in the same method. It's over here by Pack-a-Punch and just on these steps where that hanging body is. From the top step, you want to go 3 steps down, and then you need to crouch and then just, slowly walk forward towards a white spot right there in front of me, right there on that rock. What you're trying to do is just maintain walking directly forward. It's going to push you around a little bit, but what you want is to end up against that rock and not able to stand up. It might take you a little bit to get this, and this is like real time of me trying to do it, but yeah, it'll push you like to the right and to the left a little bit. There's like a ridge that you're just trying to stay centered on, and I think right about here I get it. You can see that that white spot on the rock is just at the bottom of the screen, and I can't stand up, so I know I'm in the right location. You need to either down yourself with a grenade or get a zombie to down you, and then get revived, and you're going to go through the wall. You can hang out here and create a zombie pileup, or you can jump down and explore a really large area of the map. All this ground here is solid, and I was really surprised to see how much solid ground there was on the outside of this map. I went way out into the water and way to the edge, and the best way to explore, you know, if you're wanting to go run around, is use the throwing knives and throw it in front of you, and if you're able to get to it and pick it up, then you know it's solid ground and you're not going to fall through. Right here I was on the other end of the island where I was able to see where they put like the housing, and on the real island, yeah, the other end has the housing and like a small town. I also went a lot further out and I was able to find a large Zeppelin blimp, and I think maybe this was a part of the cutscene. I'm not sure, but I am way far out and you're not supposed to see this from inside the map. If you want to get back inside the map, just find an edge and then fall off. It's going to put you right back at spawn. This next location I think is only good if you're trying to hold like the last couple of zombies and you need to go to the bathroom or something. Just come to this edge right here, face this direction, hop off, and then as you're about to land, go prone, and it should stick you in this spot. And if you're too far forward and you seem too high up, you can pull back a little bit. It's going to move you back and lock you into place, and you should be low enough from the zombies that'll pile up above you so they don't hit you. Another player can get into this position with you, but it can be tricky, and just be aware that like the whistling can definitely hit you. If they're like piled up, they'll like fall down and slap you, and sometimes the zombies underneath you can hit you. So again, it's not great for a large pile up. There is a really good use for this spot, and I'm going to be showing you guys that later, but I hope this helped you guys out, and we'll see you next video.